Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swung on and lined right to Campbell at short. He does a little, I think that was just for the show of it.
Yes, just for fun.
He did a nice jump, really kicked up his heels there, even though the ball was, I think, only about a foot above his head.
Yeah, give it plenty of airtime, snagged it, and flipped it over to second kind of nonchalantly.
In on the grass at third is Calhoun. Here comes the pitch. That one is swung on and hit into left field. Will it get down? Yes. And it's going to be cut off by Kraus in left, but now he can't pick it up. Here comes the runner, Ursig from third. There will be a throw into the relay man at short, but it gets away from him. And Ursig is able to score there. And standing at second base now will be Derek Campbell.
Just a comedy of errors going on there, as a left fielder, Kraus, seemed to bobble the ball twice while trying to pick it up off the ground, and the relay in Newman bounced off of his shoe, giving Cal plenty of time to score off of first base.
I'm seeing 3 errors there up on the board already. Right. Porter climbs the mound again. Stares in to the left-handed hitting Trent Gilbert. Here's the pitch. That one is in there. Strike 3 called at the knees. Chuck Lyons, the home plate umpire, rings him up. And that is the first strikeout on the afternoon by Kyle Porter. Nicely done. And Tanae, you graduated this morning, as I recall.
I did, and so did you, Jamie, though you weren't around for the ceremony, but you absolutely did as well.
As that one is a ball, 1-1. Yes. I will be, and to be clear, I will be attending my departmental on Tuesday, most certainly. But someone had to prep for this game tonight.
Absolutely.
As that one is swung on and lined to short on a hop.
Handled very adeptly.
Very nicely done there by Newman, who ranged a few steps to his right and was able to cut that one off before it scooted by him and into left field. Celsi with a hard hit ball, but nothing to show for it.
Nothing less, I'm sure, than what Hamlin wanted to see after facing such tough defense in the first inning. He absolutely probably loves to see his infielders backing it up that way.
Man, have I been gone? Have I missed that much?
Rodriguez belts this. This is way back. It is out of here. No.
I think it was, now they make the call, just foul.
They've
down
just
the right
called
field
it foul.
line.
As you can see, I was very much looking forward
you were
to my
so
first
excited
home
tonight.
run call.
It was going to be
California
good.
Golden Bear.
I was excited. You're getting.
Oh, yeah. Is it that
I
one?
just got here and I wanted to jump up.
Yes. Really, Rodriguez giving it a ride, but just coming up short. Rodriguez, in his last at-bat, singled and scored a run.
If it were a home run, I would have told you that it hooked just to the left of the 320 pole in right field. But unfortunately, I'm forced to tell you otherwise.
Yes.
As Rodriguez settles back into the batter's box.
You know, it's just a windy day here in Berkeley, and I think that one, the wind just knocked that one down.
I've always said, to continue the thought of the, and it's very appropriate enthusiasm by the PA fellow here at the yard, because that one stays a little high, to announce the Cal players, whereas on the flip side, opposing players are announced as if,
hushed tones.
He's reading the menu of a not very tasty list of dishes.
That's exactly right. Next pitch, Calhoun finds the gap. No, Tanarowitz gets it. An incredible play as Tanarowitz on his knees slings it over to first base, and they do get out of the inning with just the one run. It's a 3-3 tie now.
Wow.
As my doubting of Tanarowitz again and again proves me the fool. Campbell, the rare power-hitting shortstop. I remember the halcyon American League days of the early 2000s with Nomar Garcia-Parra, Alex Rodriguez, Miguel Tejada. Some great shortstops hitting for lots of power, and you have Derek Campbell here with 6 home runs, perhaps the next in that long-lost lineage. But instead, right now, he's currently looking at a pitch down and away. That's ball 1.
That was a well-crafted sentence, by the way.
Thank you. I really enjoyed the ability to use the word halcyon.
We were all suitably impressed.
Thank you.
You too.
Brian Celsi loops one into left field. This is going to score 2 runs. And Cal leads 5-3. The bottom of the lineup coming up huge for Cal with Tanarowitz first, legging out that single. And now Brian Selsey driving in 2 runs. Cal still has runners on first and second with just 1 out.
Around the bases, we have an enormous number of Wildcats, which does sound menacing. As that one is swung on and grounded right back up the middle. That's a base hit. In from third comes Riley Moore, and here comes the throw toward the plate. It's cut off, and crossing also is Bobby Dalbeck. This game is tied. As just a solid piece of hitting there by Zach Gibbons to line that one right back where it came from. No chance for either Tenarowitz at second or Campbell at short to make any sort of play. It was through the middle and towards Knapp in center before anyone could do much about it. So now runners at first and second, still nobody out. Hildenberger could not hold the line there, though those runs will, of course, be charged to Kyle Porter.
Incredibly patient at bat by Zach Gibbons. Didn't swing at a single thing he didn't think he couldn't hit. The first pitch at a 3-1 count fouled off a pretty good pitch and finally makes contact. And now you have really the meat of the Arizona lineup up with runners at first and second and still no out in a tie game.
As the umpire Chuck Lyons signals the count repeatedly to the scoreboard, which is somewhat behind the times. And they'll settle in and do it again, and that one is fouled back and out of play. The count is now 1-2. As I'm sure the dude in the press box who manages the scoreboard has finished wiping off the nacho cheese from his fingers and can now operate the controls, or some other similar benign explanation. Dalbeck, the right-hander, standing tall, sets above the letters, and deals. Swung on in line into left field. Will it get down? It will. Over to get it is Kraus, but advancing to second base is Campbell. After being hit by the pitch, Bruno stands at first now with the base hit, and the Bears are in business. That was unnecessary. With 2 out, 2 runners are on base, and perhaps they're looking to come back and surge ahead after having given up the lead in the top of this inning. Welcome back one more time to Evans Diamond. The Bears trail by just the 1 run in this game, in which they led up through the top of the 7th inning when a 3 spot put the Wildcats ahead. My name is Jamie Silva. Alongside me this afternoon is my partner Tanae Katari on this graduation day, and a lovely day it is, as Devin Rodriguez swings for the fences, comes up with nothing but air.
Really trying to get you that sandwich,
He
Devin
is.
Rodriguez is.
There's some isolated claps are heard from my right as another toss is made over to first. Some folks perhaps getting a little impatient with the delay. 1-2. Pearson takes his lead. That swung on and missed. Ursig really utterly befuddled by the stuff of Bobby Dalbeck and Derek Campbell. The last hope for the Bears. The last hope for my sandwich steps up to the plate. The runner goes. The pitch is taken. The throw down to second. It is high and safe. At second base is Devin Pearson. Well, a gutsy move there, sending the runner with 2 out, but Riley Moore has not shown a capacity to throw out runners at second in this game. That's the 3rd stolen base of the afternoon, and all 3 throws have been high. One of them, I believe, was one that actually went all the way into center field.
That's correct, Jamie. And Pearson didn't get a great lead.
No, he did not.
The ball just sort of seemed to travel very slowly. The second baseman was unable to do the thing that some Major League second basemen are able to do, where in sort of one swoop, in one motion, collect the ball from its location and just apply a smooth tag.
No, I don't believe so, as that one is swung on and hit toward the hole at short and into that right field, a base hit. Here comes the runner. He is safe at home plate. Pearson scores. Over to second is Campbell. This game is tied.
Dalbeck must be crushed. He had pitched so well for so many innings in relief of Cody Hamlin. But in the bottom of the ninth inning, with 2 outs, And the outlook is suddenly brilliant for the Berkeley 9.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ballpark. Extra innings means extra baseball, free of charge. Scott Kingery will step up to the plate here, and because it's into extra innings, I will turn play-by-play over once again to the inimitable rhetorical stylings of my partner, Tanay Katari.
Well, I am flattered, Jamie, and I am excited to be calling the 10th, and Kevin knows how many more. The bunt is popped up backwards and caught by Mike Ruvikamp. Very poorly placed bunt, and one wonders whether Arizona will rue the ultimate result of that ill-fated decision.
It's turning into a gorgeous late afternoon as the lights are on, but not really taking effect at this point.
This pitch is hit into right center field. It's going to land. Knapp is trying for 2 bases, and he's going to make it. Knapp is on second base with a very gutsy decision to turn the corner and take second when it wasn't certain he was going to make it.
That ball did not get to the warning track, and here's my theory. Gibbons was so taken by surprise that rather than just taking a wide turn at first, Knapp actually went to second, that he did not make a throw directly to second. He threw into the normal cutoff man, which was the second baseman, Gilbert, who then had to make a relay throw from about halfway between first and second.
That's absolutely
And by that
right.
point, Knapp, with his speed, had made it. Wow.
The first base, the runner on first goes and will take second base unopposed. That's Devin Rodriguez.
Let's score that defensive indifference. That's a fun term.
that is quite a fun term.
Defensive apathy. Defensive nonchalance or something.
Just a nihilist attitude, and this one is laced right to the shortstop.
The game flashed before our eyes as that liner.
There was an audible whoop from the audience, but
Yes.
Newman handled it with no defensive indifference there. He really took it on head first.
He was taking
We're
that
going to
liner
go
seriously.
to the 11th inning, and Jamie Silva is going to have his shot at some play-by-play. So small things definitely count. And I think that when you're in the 12th inning of a ball game, every single player can look back to some small decision they made in the game that could have made it so that we weren't here in the first place.
Indeed.
Indeed, Jamie. Every moment opens up a new path that we may not have had to take in the first place. As Nelson readies for the new hitter, that's Trent Gilbert.
KALX, where we bring you Cal Baseball Live and philosophical ruminations, both at once.
All at once.
As the day is worn on, there is now someone on top of the Cal merchandise shop taking down the sign. I believe he is authorized to be there. I should clarify.
I would hope so.
The merchandise shop has not been attacked by vandals, and really, if
It may be an overeager fan who thinks that the sign itself is a souvenir.
Perhaps.
And is taking it home at half or no price.
But then again, if subject to depredations by various ruffians, I doubt they would go after the sign rather than the merchandise inside.
The merchandise therein might be sold out.
You know what?
There
I
were some
hadn't considered
great
that
prices.
possibility as that pitch misses ball 2.
The bunt laid down is a beauty. There's going to be a throw to third, but the runner is safe, and the runners are indeed safe everywhere. Bases loaded, no out. A flawlessly executed bunt by Aaron Knapp that squibbed perhaps no more than 10 feet away from the catcher. By the time Riley Moore gathered himself, fired it over to third baseman Willie Calhoun, there was simply no play. Bases loaded for Cal, bottom of the 12th inning, and Kevin Newman at the plate. Mike Ruvikamp at the plate.
So Ruvikamp at the plate. The crucial runner at third is Bruno.
And it's bounced by Ruvikamp. It's going to land, and Cal is going to win the game. In the bottom of the 12th, the California Golden Bears have won 7-6.
This has been fun, and I've tremendously enjoyed doing it as a senior. I have just concluded and am concluding my final broadcast as a student here at the University of California, Berkeley. And my goodness, what a ride it has been.
It's already up.
And for everybody at KALX, including my erstwhile partner Sam Gall, who stopped by during this game, Tanay Katari, and the engineer back at the studios, Mark Taylor. My name is Jamie Silva, saying so long one final time from Evans Diamond. The score once again, the Bears 7, Arizona 6. You're listening to Golden Bears Baseball on the radio here on KALX 90.7. Go Bears.